Pirate Nation on X. Games industry analyst Michael Pachter predicts for GTA 6 $100 price, $10 billion lifetime revenue, $500 million yearly from GTA Online, $1.5 billion production costs, which is in line with the estimations that a lot of people have made, the 1.5 billion production cost. I've heard this upwards of 20 billion lifetime revenue potential, 500 million annually from GTA Online. That would be averaging almost $2 million a day. That's like $1.7 million a day. Think about that. Just from GTA Online microtransactions. A day, $1.7 million. Just from microtransactions, not from selling the game. Selling the game is an additional revenue source. They could give this game away for free and make infinite money off of it. They could be like the Netflix discs. They could just give them away, give them to all the stores. Just everyone just gets a Grand Theft Auto 6. Just give it to everyone, free downloads, everything. And they'd still make a shit ton of money because of GTA Online. The actual idea that they're charging money for this game is kind of funny. And the fact that Michael Pachter is saying it's going to be $100 price is laughable in the face of that. I do not think the base copy of this game will be $100. I think it will be $70. I genuinely believe that. I think there will be a $100 tier for it. I think that the $100 tier will have like extra GTA Online bucks and stuff like that. Like, sure. But the base vanilla, it'll be $70. So that tells me right there that he's a little bit out of touch with it. But I did bring it up. Let's hear what he has to say from the horse's mouth himself, because I know people like to laugh at him. He is not necessarily always spot on with stuff, but I always like to hear different perspectives from people.
So I guess the answer is the number 70 for a while. And what's going to happen is GTA is going to come out. They're going to test 100. I am absolutely convinced of that.
I strongly disagree. Strongly disagree. I think that's the most boneheaded take I've heard on this game. Do I think it could be $100? Sure, he could be right. But is that actually what they're going to do? No. Especially when you put it in perspective of they want more people to buy this, because the more people that have it in their hands, the more money they can make on GTA Online. Why would they try to limit what people can, like, maybe, like I said, there'll be $100 version of it where you have like a week early access or 2 weeks early access. Think about that. That'd be quite the tantalizing offer to be like, oh, the $100 is you get 2 weeks early access. You get $1 million and whatever GTA bucks they use on GTA Online. And you get a new skin for your main character or whatever. But the biggest thing is you get to play it 2 weeks early. That alone would sell a shit ton of copies just to be able to play it early access, which I would kind of laugh at, because I'm like, people waited how many years for this? Can't wait 2 more weeks. But he is convinced they're going to charge $100 for it. I'm just trying to make the distinction that, yes, they will charge $100 for it, but there will be a vanilla $70 copy that he is ignoring.
And let's see what the feedback is there. Nintendo has done Mario Kart World at 80, Donkey Kong Bonanza, I believe, is 70. And so they didn't do it with every title.
I don't think it's going to be 80. The more I think about it, I think it's going to be 70. Again, because they want to sell more of these. Could it be 80? Definitely could be. Definitely could be. I think it's going to be 70. If it's 80, it will still sell a shit ton. If it's 70, it'll sell even more. And I think ultimately they're looking to get this in as many households as possible, as soon as possible.
Nintendo's got this story they're telling that, certain content is just worth that premium. And Mario Kart World is the one they did it on, and Donkey Kong they didn't. So I think that Nintendo's lack of consistency across all titles, consistency in terms of what they consider to be premium, is enough to spook the other guys. So Outer Worlds, not really that premium. I actually think Borderlands is pretty premium, and I think Pittsburgh probably could have gotten away with it, but Take-Two chickened out. So
no way. This guy, my God, How is he even looked at as an analyst? He clearly doesn't game. He clearly doesn't understand the buying habits of people. If Borderlands came out at $80, that would have been laughed out of the planet. They would have lost so much money with people not buying it.
I think Take-Two is going to test the waters with GTA. I think Microsoft will probably do a big game like Gears of War at $80. I don't know that they'll do Forza.
This episode of Pachter Factor is...
So I think that was basically the whole situation of him talking about GTA, which this comes from an article. This is how I found all of this, was from The Telegraph. They said, the blood-soaked British success story testing Labour's mettle. Grand Theft Auto's cornucopia of gangland vice risks a head-on collision with a new online safety law. And this is where I talked about this the other day, specifically with GTA maybe not being allowed to be sold in certain areas. And with that being the case, I'm like, don't you think Rockstar, Take-Two, want to get this game out as soon as possible? It's vital to make sure that they are able to sell this worldwide before it starts getting blocked or closed off or limited, because that will happen, especially in Australia and potentially the UK. Sick, deluded, and beneath contempt fumed the Police Federation. The game was debated by the House of Lords and castigated by the Daily Mail, all of which helped deliver blockbuster sales. Conceived by scrappy Scottish game studio based in Dundee, GTA is now a global media juggernaut. The last game in the series, Grand Theft Auto 5, released in 2013, has generated $10 billion in sales in its lifetime, which, by the way, there was a time when they gave away Grand Theft Auto 5 for free in the Epic's Game Store. I got it for free on there, and that was one of the places I had it. I'm like, I paid $60 for this game when it first came out, and I have a picture that showed up in my Facebook memories a couple months ago of my son in a diaper with the Mario hat on, not this Mario hat on, but like a baby Mario hat on, holding my Xbox 360 copy of Grand Theft Auto 5. And I'm like, oh my God, my son is now 12. That tells you how long this game has been out for. With rumored development costs that outstrips most major Hollywood blockbusters, GTA 6 is probably the most anticipated game of all time, according to Luis Woodridge, a researcher at analytics firm Ampere Analysis. We can expect it to be one of the most expensive games ever made. They're estimating somewhere between $1.5 and $2 billion. Ampere predicts GTA 6 will net more than $1 billion in sales on its first day. It may, especially if it's the $100 early edition one where everyone buys it. Yeah, it could. Michael Pachter of brokerage firm Wedbush Securities estimates the new title has cost north of $1.5 billion to develop, but should make Take-Two's billions of dollars in profits. I expect, what is this? Most gamers play GTA for the first time as minors. Less than 7-year-old too. My son played it when he was 7, I think, or 6. He had no idea what he was doing, but he was laughing his ass off, driving on the sidewalks and running people over. He thought it was the funniest thing in the world. I expect a $100 price point for the game, he says. The game will be immensely profitable. I don't know if he's taking into account that if it's $100, it's going to be early access. And that might not sell as many as the first day when it's open for all. So that actually might throw a wrench into the how many it will sell on day one, because day one might be two different day ones, the early access day one and then the official day one. In anticipation, shares in Take-Two are trading around all-time highs. The business is valued at around $40 billion, and its stock is up more than 20% so far this year. That's crazy. That's after they delayed it, by the way. The vast sums of money involved mean that GTA, which is still largely developed by teams based in Scotland, is one of the UK's most valuable cultural exports. Woodridge says video games are probably a far bigger UK export than most people think. Such a huge title coming out of UK is very positive for the local industry. Isn't that ironic? Out of the same place that they're trying to limit and cancel and censor everything, is where this game is mostly being made. Yet nearly every GTA release has been dogged by controversy. Despite the game's violent themes and 18+ rating, it's always been popular with younger teens. Oh, okay, which means their parents are fine with them playing it. Next question. Like, what the hell? A 2023 YouGov poll found 70% of Britons had played GTA when they were under 18. My son plays it. He loves it. What's the problem here? I feel like he's responsible enough to play it. He has fun with it. He thinks it's hysterical. What does that mean that the government needs to come in and tell me my son can't play the game because I'm not a responsible parent, or that we have fun playing it together? I mean, he even modded it. He's like trying to figure out how to do the back end code to change the style of the graphics and stuff. I'm like, bro, I didn't even do this stuff. He's like researching YouTube videos to find out. He's loving it, getting super involved with it. And most important and most special to me is getting involved with the creation of it and learning more about how the game works and operates. Like, I can't stand people that don't play video games and understand the reality of this. They just point and say, oh, a kid shouldn't be playing that game, instead of being like, no, this person understands what's going on. And they actually want to learn more about it because they care about the game making process, instead of, oh, everyone's just stupid and now they're going to be violent because they play a game. It's not how it works. While the public has become increasingly inured to on-screen sex and violence, the latest GTA will be released into a far more complicated online world than past games. And it's only going to get worse as time goes on. So, yeah. Again, I think it's in Take-Two's best interest to get this game out the door as fast as possible, because the game will sell no matter what. But my goodness, the censorship going on across the world right now is going to get worse and worse and worse before it ever gets better. And we're talking decades. We're on the way down right now, and it's not turning anytime soon. With that, I'll leave that there.